Hello. Hey there. Streaming again. Day 31. Let me check if the stream is working fine. Still need a timer set up. Man, there's so much stuff I want to do, but so little time in the day. Sucks. Uh, anyway, let's see. Stream 1 is functional, I believe. Yeah, looks okay. Stream 2. Yep, it's good. Okay, cool. So, uh, there's our daily yawn. Happens every time the second that I hit the stream button. Don't know why. But it always happens every time. So, what do we have to go over? I'll give a few minutes like usual. I really need to get that stream timer set up so that I could have like 5 minutes where people get a chance to join. Whereas right now it's just kind of 5 minutes of awkwardness instead. I just sit here and talk to myself. Hey Victor, what's up? How you doing? Yeah. So like I'm talking about, it's just I need to get a stream timer set up so that everybody has like 5 minutes or something to get in. Because otherwise it's just kind of awkward. Like I just sit here for 5 minutes because YouTube and Twitch take a little bit to send the notifications out. So anyway, it's fine. You're good. That's good to know. Good to hear. I'm glad. I'm doing okay. A little more energy than yesterday. Still pretty tired, but feeling a little better. Solved some problems. So there's my Discord notification. What'd you do today, Victor? Maybe your day has just started. I don't know what part of the world you're from. I guess in the meantime, I can actually set up my the stuff that I'll be using. Making some research online. Research on what? What's the research for? Gotta love research. I really hate research. Okay, let me set up for what we're gonna be doing. Webflow. Yes. Need to log in. Latest design on website. Ah, cool. You building a website as well? Trying to take inspiration. I always do that as well. I always research. Research and I use Canva AI as well. Really helps. Nice. Oh, we're both doing websites today then. That's my plan for today. Websites. What else do we need instantly? Just sorry for all the yawning. Just very tired, like usual. Couple more replies. One is out of office, and the other one said they don't need help. Okay, that's fine. Hey, yes, but I don't need any help. Fair enough. Let me save that as another rejection message. I love collecting them. I'm collecting rejection messages like the Infinity Stones. Because I'm going to make a really cool picture with all of them when I make it. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to try to run ads too. I wonder if we're going to do that on stream or not. I'm not sure. Edit reply. Yes, send. Okay. There's that. What do we discuss? Okay, so we're gonna go through the website. Right now, I'm just checking my instant play campaign because I always update everybody on how the campaign is doing. So I fixed up my campaign a little bit, so we send less follow-ups. So we're gonna get through the emails significantly faster, which I think is gonna be better because we're not really getting any replies after the third follow-up anyway. So I've reduced my number of follow-ups to just 2. Um, Sorry, we're not getting any replies after the second one, so I reduced it to 2. Figured I might as well just get through it faster. Hey, assistant, what's up? I'm all good. How you doing? So there's that. Here's another one. And then an out of office reply. Okay, that's fine. 30% of the way through the campaign. We have 95 people left to contact. We are sending, looks like all of the emails maybe now. It says 25 of 30, so we're almost at max capacity for that. My other emails are warming up, which is good because I'm going to start sending a lot more stuff out of them soon. Once that's ready, we're going to be sending way more emails. So that's the update on that. One more rejection and one more out of office. So 95 people left. I have another few hundred emails saved. Let me take a look actually how many I have. There's some I still need to go through, but I'm trying to figure out a way to get the emails cheaper because it's really expensive right now. So I'll see. I have a bunch more stocked up. Let me take a quick look. New leads to import. There's another 368 emails. Yeah, we're going to be doing website again today because I figured that one stream wasn't enough. So we'll just do a little bit more on the website. Might as well. Like always, just letting the stream tick on a little bit, waiting for notifications to get sent out and such. I really need a stream timer. I should prioritize that. Oh yeah, the other thing. I haven't really done much this morning and yesterday because I'm trying to get this YouTube video finished that I want to get done. So the business, I kind of took a back seat for a day. Hey Badal, what's up? So yeah, I don't have anything to update you in terms of that. Yesterday's stream really made me consider doing ads even more. So I'm going to try to see what kind of budget I could have, try to come up with what kind of ad I'm going to do. And we're going to run that. You look burnt out. What about me looks burnt out? Can you tell, like, maybe bags under my eyes, maybe energy levels compared to, like, a bunch of streams ago? I have no idea. It's not burnout. It's like a bunch of problems I've been dealing with and just extra stress recently. Like, I'm good in terms of work. I also haven't been sleeping well, but having a lot of nightmares. So those are like the key culprits. Did you remember me? Of course I remember you. Hey, what's up? Hey, Endless Hope. Not much. We're going to be building websites again today. What about you? Do work. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Look, we usually go for like 20 to 30 minutes. We just have a little bit of a chat. The yawn. I yawn like at the start of almost every single stream. Hey, John, what's up? And your eyes shut. Yeah, my eyes are getting really baggy. This is true. It's the lack of sleep. Like the past week and a half-ish, I've been sleeping really badly. There's just always something. Either I have to pick somebody up from the airport, or somebody comes home late, wakes the dog up, or, you know, shit like that. So, and it's extra stress, nightmares. And it just kind of happens. I'm going to turn on the AC. It's getting really hot already. MDrify, I'll answer that in just a second. Where am I from? I'm from Lithuania, but I grew up in Ireland and now I live in Spain. I moved here last year. Wet. What's the wet sign for? Um, Do I have anything else to update people on? I don't think so. Yeah, I think that's about it. I'm really hoping I get that YouTube video done. I mean, it's actually going to take me a little bit longer than I thought because some things that I thought I explained on that stream, I did not. So I have to film like supplementary videos to fill in the gaps, which is a little annoying. But what can you do? I think it's turning out okay, though. I like it so far. Hope you all like it as well when it comes out. Don't know when I'm going to be finished, but I'm kind of like prioritizing it right now, even though I shouldn't. I should really want to get it out of the way. Also going to have to stop recording my streams to my computer because I'm running out of disk space. And I just can't keep up with editing down all the streams by the time that like my disk fills up. So Bro said nightmares. Yes, yes, lots of nightmares. I've been having nightmares for like 2 weeks now. Like every night. It's horrible. Where are you from, Mdrify? Remember Connor versus Khabib fight? I don't watch UFC, so not my thing. I don't like combat sports. Just a bunch of sweaty men touching each other. Not for me. Not a fan. I never really watched much sports. I watched basketball when I was younger, like 16, 17-ish. Little bit when I was 18, I think, but haven't really watched since. Because I just don't watch stuff in general now. So, never was really big into sports. I prefer to play sports than watch them. I was pretty good at basketball. Probably shit now compared to people my age, but I was pretty good when I was like 18. Ireland 6 million, Russia 150 million. Yeah, Ireland is a small country with a small population. This is true. Russia really has 150 million people? That sounds really high. Yeah, wow. All right. Holy shit, Japan has a lot of people. Huh. I don't know why it showed Japan as well. It showed it right under Russia. 124 million people for such a little country. That's crazy. Anyway, anybody want to suggest something new to draw? We have this horrendous chicken bone that I drew the other day. Maybe it needs a friend of some kind. If you have any suggestions or even just want your name on the board, let me know. What's the name of the book behind you? Pitch Anything by Oren Klaff. Maybe to keep people interested, I should just bring all of my books and just stack them up in my background. Fill it up a little bit. Because behind me is just a bunch of like perfume and cologne is what we call it for men. But it's basically the same shit. So then I have the Eiffel Tower, which a friend of mine gave me when he was in France. Sponsoring the book. Nah, I just like the book. Actually, the only reason I put it there, it wasn't for the stream at all. I put it there because I was intending to read it, but I just haven't gotten to finish it. It's a really good book. Very useful. I've had a lot of people recommend it, but I just haven't finished it. So I put it there for myself, and then I started streaming, and then everybody started asking what the book is. But maybe I should just bring the rest, fill up the background with it. It'd be nice if I had some kind of bookshelf. That would probably make it look a little better. Whereas there's only so many books I could fit, probably. I'm probably going to put the Money Models book in the back when I get it. Yes, I have pre-ordered Money Models. I love the Hormozy books. Offers and Leads are probably the best, most useful business books I've read. They're awesome. It's crazy that he also has them up for free on Apple Podcast. It's nice of him. Just a bit about your career history. Yeah, sure. So I went to college. I'm gonna go after high school. I didn't do well in high school. Didn't really like it that much. Went to college for 2 years. I was intending to do the 4 years, but ended up leaving after 2 years. So what I did actually, I saw that there was this thing that you could do in college in Ireland where you can get a higher certificate, which is like a 2 year degree. And then you can use that if you do really well and you graduate with like a high grade, you could use it to get into year 3 of a 4 year degree. And I was like, you know what? Why would I not do that instead of just going for the 4 year degree? Because I would get 2 certifications instead for the same amount of work. So I was like, okay, I'll do that. So I went to college intending to do the full 4 years. I finished the second year with a distinction, like I was planning on, so that I could like guarantee my spot into year 3 of the following program. And what happened there actually was that in the first year in college, I started working with my mother in an accounting job at her place. I studied business management. So I worked for her company for a year. It was basically like she was complaining about work or something, and I said, no, it was business management. She was complaining, saying that the work was like she was overloaded or whatever, that they're struggling because they got like a replacement of management recently. And I was like, oh, well, I'm studying business management maybe, and accounting and stuff. Maybe I could help out. So she asked the boss, and he was like, okay, sure, do the interview, whatever, just to see if I'm good. He said that he let me work for free, like for a couple. No, sorry, I mixed that up. When we went to the interview, I was like, look, I will work for free. If you like me, keep me. If you don't like me, you could fire me. He was like, all right, sure. He liked me on the interview, and he was like, all right, sounds good. And yeah, I ended up going to work there after a couple of weeks. He liked me. He thought I was doing a good job. I was keeping up with everything he was saying. So I ended up staying there, and I did accounting for that company for like a year. And then during that point, I found something called auditing, which is like a type of accounting, and I found out about chartered accountant qualifications and stuff like that. And I was like, you know what, that's interesting. That sounds cool. Maybe I'll try to do that. I was past the rounds of when they would normally accept, because usually they accept people a year in advance, and they also require a 4 year degree. But I was extremely pushy. I emailed them back and forth. I emailed loads of people from that company. I started with one. He said email another, emailed another. He said email another. And I just kept going like that back and forth, trying to get an interview. And eventually they were like, okay, fine, take the interview. I go in there, do a great job. I'm like, then we talked at the end. He's like, yeah, I'll give you the position. And I'm like, okay, sweet. So I finished up college, didn't go to year 3, got my higher certificate with a distinction, and went to work for audit and started studying for chartered accountancy. So, and I did that for a couple of years before moving here and then starting this. So that's pretty much it. Hey, Alabek, what's up? Are you building it here live? I'm building the business live. We're going to be doing the website today. Hey, Ashk, what's up? Nice to see you again as well. So yeah, gonna be building more of the website. Did the stream yesterday. Figured we might as well work a little more on it because I didn't do too much. So we're gonna do that. Websites. Gonna be improving my website because I want to get it finished. I really want to get it finished, get it out of the way, put up my video sales letter that I have, because I recorded a video sales letter for the hero section of the homepage, which will be good as well. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I guess we might as well get into it. That was enough of a chat, I think. It's a good career history. Yeah, it's interesting. I really only ended up in all of those places because I kind of forced myself to be there. Like I've always been like a go-getter, like they call them. Every time I see an opportunity, I just jump at it and I don't stop. Like I'm pretty relentless with it if I want to get a certain position. My life was really heading in an interesting route, but then I figured, you know what, I kind of want to do this instead. So now I'm here. Anyway, so yeah, I have a good bit of experience in accounting and auditing. So at least I didn't start completely at zero, even though accounting is really not a big problem when you're so small. You just need to know to keep track of your invoices and sales and expenses. It's really not that complicated. Regret what? Here, let me switch to main view. I should probably just move this over so I don't block myself. Probably make myself a little bit more narrow too, so I could fit in a little more. Makes it better for editing stuff. And then you swing over here. Yes. That's fine. Little disorienting for me because it's on the side, but whatever. It's good enough. Anyway, I wanted to change this headline. Actually, now that I remember, I should do that. Because I had it saved in a really weird folder in a weird document, so I want to make sure I don't miss it. I'm gonna have to reformat the whole thing, I think. You know, I'll just put it there for now, at least, so that I know. Fill your calendar with 5+ new jobs in 30 days, or I'll make it look better later. Maybe I should do in the 30 days in 30 days. I think that'll look better. And maybe like underline you or something. But I'll do that later. It's probably not going to look like this anyway. So stop relying on word of mouth. We build your online system, run your ads, and get your phone ringing with people. With people ready to buy. There we go. So I'm probably going to reformat that later, but I just wanted to have it there in case I forget. What camera do you use? It's a Sony A50-100. I've had it for a very, very long time. Solid camera. It has lasted me a really long time. I bought it when I started YouTube originally when I was like 16, so I've had it for like 6 years. Congrats on 500 subscribers. Thank you. I really appreciate it. It's nice to finally hit a milestone. Took forever. Been doing this for like 4 months. Maybe a little longer, actually. And what do you mean, did I regret it? Don't know if you heard me. List of books you've read, not just marketing books. I actually have not read many books, and I've only really read mostly marketing books and like self-help books. A lot of them I'm like in the progress of reading, which I haven't finished. So the one book that I have finished recently, which is not a marketing book, well, recently, like last year, is Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. Really loved that book, loved to hear his thoughts, and it was like a really great, a lot of great lessons about Stoicism in there. Thought it was a phenomenal book. I really enjoyed it. Other than that, I haven't really read much else that's not like self-help stuff. So another couple of books I started were, what was it? 48 Laws of Power, I think. And then, so was it like some, yeah, I know that was right. Let me check. There's this other one. I think it was The Art of Seduction. Yeah, I was reading that one too. While reading those books, I realized I'm quite good at seduction already. I guess I have a natural talent for it. Maybe that's part of why everybody that I'm meeting on these streams is so nice to me. I'm not trying to manipulate anybody, I promise. This is just what I'm like. But that book made me feel like I was manipulating people. Anyway. What, me too. Nice. How do you think of it? Do you like it so far? Miyamoto, Sun Tzu, Machiavelli. Yeah, I want to read some of those books too. At some point, I want to get more into reading. It's just there's like it takes up so much time. I feel like it's kind of like mental masturbation in a way. Like they're really helpful at times, especially if you study them. But like you got to put the stuff you read into practice. Otherwise, you're just kind of like it's just a form of entertainment. And I don't really, do anything related to entertainment right now. I want to read some Dostoevsky as well. Heard his books are good. What kind of website is this? It's my website. It's selling my marketing service. Need to work on it. We made this yesterday. That's all we did, which is kind of embarrassing. We were gonna start on this section. Yes. How her system works, Garant. Yes. That's what I wanted. I need to pull up my Canva. Yes. So I can see my wireframe. Let's see here. There it is. What else must we do? Yeah, skip that for now. Guess we'll start building this. How much time to complete this project? It's probably going to take a while. Like, at least for what I have left, maybe like 8 to 10 hours. So, I'm not going to do all of it on stream. Yeah, I was having issues with the text. Oh, there we go. No, never mind. Yeah, I wanted to grab text from a different area. I thought I did that yesterday. Maybe it just didn't work right. I'll just grab you. Or maybe I started here. No. Oh, I fucked. Oh, I moved it by accident. I moved the wrong one. Yeah, whoops. How did that happen? So you're actually supposed. Oh, I see what happened. I grabbed the wrong one. Yes. Now I understand. There. This is how it's supposed to be. You're meant to be in here, I think. Yes. This looks right. Okay. And then you're back to here, which is good. Okay. Nice. Okay, wave container. You're in there. Yes. Okay. There. You can also make this kind of business. Yeah, you can. You totally can. This is Webflow. Yes. I love Webflow. Much better than Wix, anyway, from when I used it. So this is a grid. We don't need a grid right now. I'm probably going to have all of the guarantee thing in the one section. I'm 16. Doesn't matter how old you are. Go for it. Just do it. Practice your skills. By the time you're older, you're going to be a savage. I saw like a 10 or 11-year-old on Instagram who has a personal brand, who is running a web design agency, and bro is crushing it. So trust me, it's fine. Just go for it. Don't worry so much about what people think. Just try to improve yourself and you'll do all right. Okay, I'm just gonna build this section from scratch. I've kind of just gotten used to building them from scratch now, because when you copy them, I have to do all these fucking combo classes, and it just becomes such a pain. I'd rather just do it from scratch. Or at least get like some kind of template or something. Anyway. So we're gonna try to make this just so people see. This is the section we're making this, and then this, and then this. Might look a little different to this, but yeah, we'll see how this looks. I kind of like having... Dude, don't say your age will get blacklisted. What do you mean blacklisted? What are you talking about? Unless he lives in the UK and he's not allowed on YouTube anymore without ID. I don't know what what the issue is otherwise. 16 is fine for YouTube, no? I also make this kind of business. Can you guide me? There's a lot of stuff to guide you on, man. Okay, I can give you some pointers on what to say. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. August 13th. Oh, okay. I can give you some starter tips. I have a full series actually on how you can start building your own business from scratch. There's a playlist on my YouTube channel. You might actually just be good to watch that instead. Yes, shameless self promotion, but it was a shorts series, so it was like I did 30 videos around a minute long of what you need to know to start up a business. It was pretty much a summary of most of the important business lessons I learned from all the shit that I did from the start. So that would be helpful for you. You could check those out. It'd probably be better than me rambling stuff out of order and trying to remember what you should do first. Because that series was pretty like straightforward. Okay, you're you. All right, now we need new container. Do I Alex Ramosi? I do watch him, yes. I like him. Good man. How tall are you, bro? 5'7". Short boy. Jesus. That scared the shit out of me. Ahmed, thanks for the sub. Holy shit, my volume was turned up high. Actually, that reminded me. I'm gonna play some music. I forgot about it. No, I'm not 5'7", just in case you're thinking I'm short now. I don't like to tell people my height, because I think it's funny when you tell them you're short and then they meet you in person and they're like, hold on, this guy's not 5'7". 7'3", got a bakery in the back. uh, perhaps, but you'll never know. 5'7" is crazy. I am not 5'7". Can I order a cake? Not that kind of cake, brother. Not that kind of cake. And if you mean that kind of cake, then no. It's mine. Nobody can have access to it. We meet in the future. Yeah, maybe. Look, if my channel ever gets big enough where it's worth for me to go to conventions and stuff, then sure. I'd like to meet some people. Not 100. I need not 12,000. 1,200. There we go. Now we need to grab some of the colors from here. That's the wrong color. Oh, that's the wrong color. Is it? Oh, that's typography. Oh, here we go. Oops. Backgrounds. I need to make you taller. I keep you on auto. That's fine. Don't forget me, okay? I won't. Don't worry. I have a pretty good memory. I remember who has been here before and who hasn't. You know those games? I don't know if you know, but like there's this human benchmark test thing which you can take online where they have a bunch of like games to test your mental acuity. I'm really, really good at the game, which is like, have you seen this word before or not? I was like in the 98th percentile on that or something. I was really good at that game. So I can remember like hundreds of words or phrases I've seen. So I remember like a lot of people's names in chat, even people who've been here like 2 weeks ago. What's your IQ? I don't know. I've never taken like a formal IQ test. I did some of the like online ones when I was younger, but I don't think that those are accurate. But in case you're interested as to what those say, usually around 140 is what I get on most of those. But that was a while ago. I was like, I did them when I was like 17. And also, again, like, it's not a formal test. You know, I never paid for a test. I never got like scientifically evaluated or anything. So, what are you building? Yeah, just building my website. It's all good. Um, we're trying to make my website look like this. And we're doing a digital marketing agency. 140's hybrid. Yeah, but like I don't know if those tests are just like trying to feed your ego or something. I do think I'm above average, like not to toot my own horn, but I don't know how high it actually is. We need another container, another text block. What's that? So Webflow, and I just use Webflow's thing for exporting, and I use make.com and some others to connect the forms to and stuff. But for client work, I'm going to use Netlify to host the sites. Text inside container. You should have some padding, maybe 20 on each side. I don't know what the others have. I should probably just check what the others have. You have 48. You have 30. Okay, I should probably just go with 30. 30, 30, 30, 30. Doesn't divide by 2 easily, but whatever. 5'7" and IQ of 140. I'm not 5'7". I just tell people that because it's funny. Because then it always surprises people when they meet me. I'm not like super tall or anything, but when you expect someone to be 5'7" and they're not 5'7", it really freaks you out, especially when you're around that height. So if you're 5'7", you imagine this dude is 5'7", and then you meet, and then this this guy is fucking towering over you. Nah, bro, I just grew a bunch since you last heard about my height. Hey, Badal. Why are you saying hi again? I know you're here, unless you left for like a second. Told you 7'4" now. Yeah, actually, I grew an inch in the last 2 minutes. Smuggles one jams in his back pockets. Stuffing banana down the pants as well. Wink, wink. All right. You need to be white. And I'm gonna make you same height as, same size as this maybe. 28, 38. 28, 38. I up to 6 feet. I'm not gonna tell you my height. I'm sorry. You should know me as 5'7". You believe trading? Trading what? Specifically? Gay. Fuck off. Every time you come in here, Vishy, you just say gay. You're gay. Did you poke more people with needles today? That rhymed. Gay, of course. Hey, Daniel, what's up? I think I should probably have this be a percentage width then. Maybe 50%. Oh, but then I have to make this container into a flex box. Flex box down center. By gay. Is it the default height? I'm not gonna tell you. Just go with 5'7". Gonna sleep. All right. Good night, Vishy. Probably tired from college. We're just working on the website today, Daniel. But yeah, I just tell people I'm 5'7". I actually forget sometimes. Like, I'm telling it on YouTube now that I'm lying because, you know, most of us aren't gonna meet. But if I talk to people who I know I'm gonna meet at some point, I lie to them the whole time. They don't expect anything. Sometimes I forget though. Sometimes I'm like, did I say 5'6" or 5'7"? And sometimes I slip up and ruin it, but whatever. Need another container. Need another 2 actually, and a text block. Container, text block, and then duplicate the container. Actually, they look like they could be the same class, so I'll actually just work on this one first. I give you a margin of 20. Change you to Satoshi. You look like you're the wrong font. Yes. Bold. You Satoshi. Normal. 18, I think, should be the font size. I'll make the same as this. 20, 30.7. Give me this. There, 20, 30. Or we work for free until we do. Vishy cyber stalking you, bro. You want them hams. Yeah, Vishy and I are friends. We have a completely different time zone. And they go to college, so don't get to talk much nowadays. Well, she stops by here time to time. What software are you using to build a website? Webflow. Now, this container will have padding of 30. I didn't mean to do that. That's too big. 20, 20, 10, 10. Bro must be 6'3". That's really huge. Why do you think that? Hey, Muhammad, thanks for the sub. Nice to have you here. Okay, and now you need to be a little bit lighter than this color. So I'll grab this, give it the container, and we're gonna increase this a little. So something like here maybe. That looks fine. Okay, and then you need rounded edges. Let me copy the rounded edges because I don't remember. 15. That's fine. 15. There's that. And then you need some as well. Nice. Then I want to make that green, I think. Okay, anyway, now I can duplicate you because you're going to be the same kind of thing. On offering a refund. We're offering something better. Actually guaranteed results. This looks a bit crowded, so I'm gonna actually give you a margin of 40. Maybe 30. Alex, okay. But I think you need more padding. I think I did 48 before on one of the other ones, so I'll just do 48. Yeah, that looks fine. Web stack. What do you mean by that? This is like I'm manually building it. Are you new in digital marketing? Fairly new. I know a lot about it, but like when it comes to this business, it's still pretty new. What about WordPress? I'm not a fan of WordPress. I tried it when I was learning originally. I first started with Wix, which I didn't like at all. And then I tried WordPress, and WordPress just looked too hard for me to learn quickly. So I didn't do it. And then I learned Webflow. And I quite like Webflow, so. Like, I just find it really intuitive. So, works for me. There we go. And then maybe I will just turn this as well into a green. Maybe this green looks better. That's too dark. And then make it bold. And maybe make you bold as well. There we go. Yeah, that's a decent section. All right, next. How do you manage backend? I connect my forms with make.com. I don't have logins or anything, so I don't need to do any backend stuff really. I connected through make.com. I use the Webflow forms, send an API request to Make to capture them, and then I send the data to Airtable and my newsletter software, depending on what they signed up for. I haven't used Lovable. Leader Rebleed, what does it mean? Well, the whole point, it's just a fun title. The whole point, Leader We Bleed, is kind of like, lead as in like clients, you call them leads whenever you have potential people that are interested in the product you might be selling. And then or we bleed part is supposed to be like we bleed our resources. So it's just a fun name for what it is, if that makes sense. So it's like you get leads or we bleed resources. That's what that means. I thought it was a clever name. Anyway, here's the descriptor of it, regardless, even if somebody doesn't understand. Now I need to put in some faded lines. Not 100% sure how to do that. Maybe just a container with a border. That probably works. Should I separate it to a different section? Nah, probably not. I'll just add a container here. Container. Yes. Height. Probably like 1 pixel or something. And then give you margin. 60 maybe. Same as that one, I think. And then, yes. What's your estimated budget for launching the website? I already paid for all the plans. I'm just updating it. I have a website up already. I just wanted to make it look better because I threw it together pretty fast. I spend like $400 for a yearly plan for the site and for being able to use Webflow. Somewhere around there. 300 to 400 for the year. Are you on Instagram? Yes, I am on Instagram. Okay, height 1 pixel. Line style, we'll do 1 pixel. And I want the line green. Can you see it? Yes. Okay. That looks a bit thick, actually. Thicker than I wanted, but whatever. Anyway, maybe I should do background instead of this then. What if I do background? How does that look? Okay, same kind of thing. Okay. And I'll do a gradient background with a radial gradient, which will be green to my website's color, which is OC. Hold on. Background, transparent. Yeah, OC. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Oh, that looks nice. I think I'm okay with that, actually. All right. Now we're going to need something else. Now we're going to need another container. It's pretty, like, intuitive when you learn how to use it. I quite like it. I need a margin of 60. Oh, you should actually be longer. Or nah, I actually kind of like it shorter. Looks better, I think, when it ends quicker. Let's actually do like 900. Yeah, that's fine. You're going to be 1200. And you need to be a grid. Fuck's sake. Come on, fingers. Grid. I need 2 by 2. Yes. Going right and left. Yes. Gap will be pretty small. Let's try 10 pixels. Okay. And then how do grids work again? You need inside the grid, you need to put containers. Okay. One. Let's just do the one and then copy paste it. Oh, I forgot actually I need a subtitle too. Need one of these. Need a text block. Come on. Why can't I move it? It doesn't want to be moved. Okay. It really doesn't want to go. Why? Does it want to be inside a container? Is that what the problem is? Alright, fine. Everything needs to be in fucking containers. Fuck's sake. Piss off. Container. There we go. Wow, this really doesn't want to move. It glitches sometimes. Making progress these 2 days? Yeah, well, we made a little bit of progress yesterday, but not so much in terms of the business. Did you know starter story? I don't know what that means. Did you close any clients? No. Well, one, but that was a couple of weeks ago. And they're on a revenue share model. Okay. I need a text block. Outside of you. Why are you not moving? What is wrong with you? Oh, you're not inside the guarantee section. Oh, whoops. I don't want that. Undo. No, you go outside. Yeah, these are not inside here for some reason. 1, 2. What's this? Okay, you're the line. So you go in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nah, there we go. That was weird. Anyway, maybe now it'll work. Container. You know what? I think I just need to reload the website. This happens sometimes. You send cold emails? Yes, that's my only way of getting clients right now. Hey, Aaron, what's up? I think you'll focus on running ads. This is also true because I had a guy in here who said that he thinks I should run ads even with the small budget I have. So I think I will do that. Get out. Get out. Yes, container. You are grid. No, I need you here. You are container. I need text. The way I'm doing some of this stuff is super inefficient, just so you know. Are there any plugins you can install in Webflow? I think so. I haven't used any though. I need another subtitle, probably your size, 2838. 2838. Give you this color. I just hate using combo classes. That's why I'm doing it like this. You become a flex box, middle down. And then this container has a margin of 60. And now let's change this. Why we can make this guarantee. And you be bold. There we go. And max width should be 1200. There's our grid container. Okay, so what are we going to do with this container? I need inside. Okay, here's container 1. Then I need another container to keep 3 items. Then I will need an image, probably another container inside that. Okay, here's our main background container. So let's just set the background for it first. You're going to be... Actually, you should work on a percentage basis. With 100%. And height will also be 100%. And background is that. Deny this. How many emails have you sent so far? Over 600. It's ramping up though. I'm trying to send up to 300 a day. So I'm just, the system is like my emails are warming up and stuff, so I can't send too many too quickly. But we're getting there. Okay, now inside you shall be another container. And you are going to have an image. Yeah, image. This container is going to be a flex box, which is sending left to right. Yes. Image is going to be 50 pixels high. Where is here we go. Brain broken? Am I dumb? Where's the size? Oh, here we go. I knew something was wrong. 50 looks, maybe 50 is fine. Height 50. Okay. There's that. And I'm going to have another container inside of that, which is going to have 2 text blocks. Do you include registration forms, profile pages? Yep. What do you mean? Like on the website? I'm going to redo my registration thing, but I do have one for now, yes. Does it have auto responsive functionality to different devices or do it manual? It does if you use something called REMS, but I haven't looked into using REMS yet. I probably should, but I just don't. It'd probably save me a little bit of time. But if you use pixels and like percentages, you kind of have to do it manually. I mean, if you set it up well, like I said, specifically if you use REMS, it's better. But if you set it up the way it's supposed to be set up, like it does work across different breakpoints. Like if I spread this, this is kind of okay. The text is just too big. But you see how this converts into being top to bottom? That's because I built it correctly. So I didn't have to do manual stuff here. But this is having fucked up issues because I I'm not building it properly all the time, and I don't understand how REMS work. So, but it does. I manage clients after they sign up. I have a whole onboarding process. I have a template that they need to like a not a template. I have a what do you call it? A form they have to fill out where I get all of the information that I'll need for their campaigns, and I also get access to their Facebook ads account. Everything else is done on our side. The way that I've set up the service to make sure that we do everything really fast, because I want to sell that as like a selling point, is we build everything on our side. We don't integrate with their side. We build it on our own side. Then we export to Netlify to hand it over to them. So if they have a developer, they can easily import the site into their site if they want to after it's all finished. But for launching the campaign, we do pretty much everything. So they don't need to do anything. They just give us access to their Meta Ads account so we can run ads from it and fill out the form. And once that's done, we just manage everything on our side. Okay, great. Wish you all the best in your business goals. Thank you. I appreciate that. What do you do? I'm assuming you said that because you're leaving, so I'm probably not the best time to ask that question now, but just curious, what is it that you do? Okay, this is main container. It needs padding. Let's do 10. Might be a little small, maybe 20. Fuck's sake. And that looks better. Okay, now you're a flex box. I want you to be left aligned. You're a container. Actually, I probably don't need that. Yeah. But you need to stack. So maybe I need like a wrapping thing instead of a container. What is it, a div? Maybe I should just give it a container. Okay, this is container. You be flexbox as well, but you go downwards and you're left aligned. That's not how that works. So you deploy your website in Netlify. No, mine, I already bought the Webflow plan because I didn't know how to use all that stuff when I started. And I've had my website up for a long time now. Love how you work and answer questions. Thank you. Yeah, no problem. That's kind of part of the reason I'm doing it is to help out. Okay, so we've encountered a problem. Why are you not working? How do I get you to work? Okay, there's the image. I want you to be left aligned. You need to be, maybe because you have a max, okay, don't have max width, percentage, be 100%. All right, problem solved. So that's some grade A problem solving right there. Then you have a margin of 20 from, no, not from the top, from the left. There. We're in a lone or in a team. I have a little bit of a team, but it's like, funny enough, it's actually only people that I have met on stream. Everybody that I've met has been extremely helpful and they're very nice. I have a lot of people that are like doing some stuff for me for free and I'm forever grateful for what they're doing. And I promise I will pay them back if I end up making some money because they're being very selfless. I really appreciate what they're doing. But it's more of like some small stuff. I do most of everything myself. But keep in mind that I am not a great tutorial of how to use Webflow. I am no expert by any means. Like all the stuff that I'm doing of building them all from scratch, it's just because I don't want to use combo classes because I don't like them. So don't use me for help when it comes to this. You're all 18, I think. Yes, so you should be 18 as well. And you 28. But yeah, I'm not an expert. I just want everybody to know that. I will probably change the copy for this. I'm just adding in what I had for now. It was like ChatGPT generated. Okay, you're gonna be blue. I'm gonna have to get a check mark for you. You need to have that. And anything else I need to do here? Just the image. So you're gonna have like 20 pixel. No, it's ugly. 4 rand is 10, I guess. Even that looks a bit big. Maybe 5. Not sure. Actually, yeah, because I'm gonna have to add some padding as well to it. Let me see how these are. I like the size of these. 10, 60, 60, and then 14, 14. Okay. And you're gonna have a blue gradient background, which I should have here. This is more like metallic kind of. That's okay. Backgrounds. Gradient, you, angle. Oh, actually, I'd rather set the angle with these because then it'll be accurate. There. UVU. I've been digital marketing for 7 years and I'm now starting my web development agency. Oh, that's cool. How was that? What did you do in digital marketing? I probably shouldn't ask what company you worked for. What were you doing primarily? What kind of ads were you running? And what else were you doing there? It's surprising how many people come here who have done all of these. I have so many people in here that have had experience with digital marketing. Quite funny, actually. All right, Lucide. I need to grab this color. What are you listening to? It's just it's Hollow Knight music. It's my favorite game, and I know that they're okay with you using it in videos. So it's also very relaxing. I just really like it. All right, check mark. Which one shall we use? This little one or this big boy? I use the little one. Download SVG. Open that up. Open with Notepad. Give me a second. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Yeah, we can't hear it. Are we supposed to? You can. It's just really quiet. Maybe you don't have it turned up enough because it is playing. Maybe I'll increase the volume a little bit. Is that better? Did you benchmark before starting building the website, or were you in this industry? How did you set the prices? Just from learning. I just learned everything. No, I was not in the industry. I had experience with accounting and stuff, and then I just spent a lot of time learning marketing up by myself. I set the prices based off like principles that Alex Hormozy taught. Is that better now? The music? Can you hear it? Like it's not too overpowering. Yeah, I just learned for pricing and stuff like that. I learned from Alex Hormozy's offers book. And yeah, I just kind of like started everything on a whim, you know, learned as I went. I know quite a lot now, so it's all good. Hold on. There. Nice. Yes. Anyway, let me see how that looks. Yeah, it looks okay. I think I can duplicate this now. Ah, yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. Just got in. What business are you doing? Digital marketing agency. We're building my website right now. 2, 3, 4. There we go. Don't like the gap. Too big of a gap. 10, 5, 10. Okay, you're gonna be CC1, CC2, CC3. Okay, that's that. Now I need to change the colors of these. Meta ads, I think. What niche did you choose? Yeah, meta ads and sales funnels. We build the websites for them as well, and I do a email nurture system too. I'm doing landscaping businesses right now, but I would work with any service business. I don't like the e-commerce stuff. I don't have enough experience to do that. I worked with a housing developer and ran meta ads for them. Ah, nice. For 7 years with just the one guy. How much did you spend on ads in total? Do you know? I imagine that's a statistic you like to keep. Do I have a purple thing? I don't. I have a green thing. Maybe I should just reuse the same colors. Don't want to be too funky with it. Also, it looks like this is actually backwards. Yes, I prefer this direction. We'll change the icon as well. Hey, Ishore, what's up? How you doing? You're new here. What do you do? Work, school, college? Anybody else who's new here? What do you guys do? Besides the ones that have already told me. Or, I mean, tell me again if you want. I will listen. I like to meet new people here. It's really cool. That's one of my favorite parts of doing this so far. Everybody's very nice. Which is the complete opposite experience of what I had last time I had a channel. Everybody was an asshole. I'm surprised at how nice the people are. Maybe it's because of the topic that I chose. Because business isn't something that would probably attract a lot of trolls. So that would make sense. But everybody's super nice. Hey, thanks for the sub, Himanshu. Hello. Hey, Abdullah. Hey, Kai. Oh, there's another dude I know named Kai in here. 7.5 million PKR. Damn. Probably a lot for you guys. I don't know what that is in euro, though. Let's see. Damn. Okay. Yeah, there was a guy in here yesterday who said they spent like $400,000 or something. That was crazy. Did you lie about your results since you're just starting? No, I don't want to lie. I don't lie. I'm gonna do this legitimately. Look. I'm doing this because I want to be super transparent. And if I'm gonna be super transparent, I need to be transparent with everybody. I don't want to lie. I'm not a liar. So no, I won't. We're gonna do this legit. I already have a zap. Maybe I should use a different kind of icon for that. People, users, round. Yeah, I guess I could use that. Download SVG. Open with notepad. I need this color. What am I doing? Change image. What's that? Oh, hey, Hunter. Does it look like you're on the hub? Like, bro, you have serious issues. It's just dark. What technology are you using? This is Webflow. I'm stuck at sign-up forms and profile pages. I'm new to this. What are you struggling with? Like connecting them to a backend of some sort so you can collect the data? And what are you using to build your site? Got to go. All right, bye. Block. Yeah, that looks okay. Download SVG, open, notepad, replace you with color, image, replace, import, clock, block. And then I need an icon for this. Back as soon as I can. Okay. Okay, what else, what can we use for this? Built using proven marketing strategies and automated systems. I don't know. Let me try look up system. Let me ask ChatGPT. Are you hoping to make ad revenue on YouTube for this channel when you get to 1K subs? That's not how it works. I need a lot more watch hours before I can make any revenue from this. I mean, since YouTube shows the ads anyway, whether I'm making money from it or not, I might as well. Like, it's not like YouTube doesn't work like it did before, where you get the option to turn on ads. It just forces ads. So it's just that right now it's playing ads and I'm not getting shit for it. So yeah, why wouldn't I? Using WordPress, I want each client to have a profile page where they can add social links. Uh-huh. Yeah, brother, that's beyond me. If I don't know anything about WordPress. I know look up tally.so, maybe that might help you. They have embeddable forms. I'm thinking of starting an e-com agency offering services like PPC, product research, etc. All right, go for it. I don't know much about it, so best of luck with that. I'm gonna turn off the AC. It's a bit cold now. Okay. Yeah, ChatGPT. Just oh, I didn't update the text. Give me suitable icons I can use for this section on my website. Told you, Pro 6'3". I'm not 6'3". Now you know the range. Or actually, I could be over that. Never mind. Robot head, target with arrow, gear. I already have a gear. Magnifying glass. Do I have a magnifying glass? I don't like magnifying glass though. Maybe a robot head. Let's see if they've got a robot. Oh, that's kind of nice. Yeah, I kind of like that. We're going with this one. You'll see it in a second. Color. Give to me. Yeah, that's cute. I like that. Give me a sec. How do you do this live on 2 ratios? I have a thing called ATOM multi-stream, which lets you do it. You just need a really good internet connection. Well, there's their icons and such. Now we just need to update the text. Even though the text I'm going to change anyway, but whatever. Built using proven marketing strategies. Tried to add an intro to the channel, repost the videos, and it killed the channel. What channel? What kind of intro? Did I miss something? And automated systems that convert. Only want to win if you win. Our success is directly tied to yours. We're willing to bet our time and resources on your success. That's how confident we are. All right, well, there's that. Cool. Valheim Ambience. That sounds like a cool name. Valheim. I love Nordic stuff. Really like it. I can't find it. Is it from the game Valheim? You build blocks, then ask ChatGPT to write content for it. No, I write the content myself. It's just when I do wireframing, like to get an idea for what I'm gonna build, which is what I'm using right now. So like I'm not completely lost. I just like to have some pre-filled text. So I use ChatGPT to get some text. I can copy your website using Lovable AI in minutes. That's fine. You're welcome to do that. Go for it. I don't know how to use Lovable, so, and I like using Webflow. I really doubt it's that easy though. Like it would still take a bit, and you'd have to wait a lot, and you'd have to spend a bunch of money, and you wouldn't get exactly the design you want. It would still take a while. It's not like it's, you know, like that. Look, you're welcome to prove me wrong. Rebuild my entire website in minutes, like you say. Exactly the same. No, it's free. It's only free for very limited use. You could only prompt it like 5 times or something for free. 5 daily credits. Yeah. You get 5 prompts for free. Anyway, I already bought the Webflow plan and I don't want to learn how to use other stuff, so here's you. I need to copy you over. Need another one. There we go. This looks wrong. 60, 60. I guess it's not. I guess I can get rid of you and have you have the margin. Oh, it'll automatically transfer to the other guy. Yeah, this looks wrong. I think it's because of the text. Yeah, there's a little gap of space at the text, so it makes it look a bit off. It's a little annoying. Wonder why it happens. It's like not perfect. They can't align it to the top. Ah, whatever. Who cares? Not too big of a deal. You're 60 as well. Does that look like the same gap? Yeah. Is it worth it? What's worth it? Webflow. So I can only speak for Webflow. Container. Right, just grab you. Now you. Goodbye. Goodbye. I might as well use the combo class for you then. Hate combo classes though, because you end up fucking up a bunch of stuff you didn't mean to later. Yeah, Webflow is worth it. Well, I like it. Amazing fart. Hey, dude, guess what? What story have you got to tell me today? You guys are always coming in here with stories. Hey, dude, I'm kind of sad today. Oh, here we go. Is this about women again? Amazing fart. Did the tables flip? Actually, I'll keep this one. Don't need you though. Simple requirements. And yeah, that's okay. Maybe it's fine if you were even the same class because you're probably going to look the same. So give me another text block. Now this will be a problem. Actually, I'll give a new text block. Text block, margin 20. Satoshi, normal. Give me this color at 70. And inner text should probably be like 22 or something. What did I have it on these? 20. Okay. Well, it's more of like this one. Or nah, I'll do 20. 20, 30. Just 3 things we need from you to guarantee success. Valor's girlfriend broke up with him. Oh, that is kind of sad, bro. I wouldn't make fun of him for that. Getting rejected and being broken up with is very different. Your website is very human. Technologic. Thank you. And you broke up with me. Also, dude, it's past my bedtime, so I just came to say hi, but bye. Also, screw you, fart. I'm in a bad mood already. You'll feel better, bro. It happens to everybody. Just know that you're not alone. Every single person has went through with it. Are you on Twitch as well? Yes, I am. Okay, now this section is going to be interesting because it's a grid-like section, but not really. So I'm going to have to set it as 3 containers. Shout out to all Indian guys watching this. Yeah, I got a lot of Indian guys watching this. All right, give me a container. I'll just start with 1 for now. You should have a margin of 20 as well, or maybe even more. Do like 40. Maybe you're a bit big. 10. Okay, inside this container, we need, you need to be a flex box that is centered and goes down. And inside you needs to be an image, which is probably also going to be 60-60 like the others. And you need 2 text blocks. And you're going to be centered. Satoshi, bold, give me the right color. 18, 28. You 18, 28 Satoshi as well. But you are going to be at 70 opacity. And you're going to be normal. Now you need a little bit of margin from the top of that, and you need some from the top of that. Okay, complete onboarding. Fill out your onboarding form completely. Another thing, I'm going to duplicate these, put all of them in a container as well. You go in here, you go in here, and you go out of here, go out of here. What is happening? You're the main container. No. Yes? No, you need to go in here. Yes. Okay. Yeah, there's my main container. But then you need to not have any margin. 0. I'll put it on the other ones instead. You need to become a flex box that is going left to right and centered. And now you have the margin of 40. There. Shout out. Yeah, okay, I saw that already. Hey, bro, quick question. Does Valor stay here for hours until the stream ends? Because nowadays he was only staying for minutes. Usually, yeah, but he goes to bed really early, so he doesn't get to stay the whole time. You fulfill, since you're starting out, how do you convince prospects to fulfill the service yourself? Yes, I do fulfill the service myself. How do I convince prospects? I mean, I haven't had to convince them yet, but I mean, it's really not that hard to be convincing if you just are confident that you know what you're doing and you're prepared and you know a little bit about their business and you know all of the different metrics you need to know, all the questions that they might have that you can answer, and that's kind of all you need. Just act human. Best advice you could have for sales is just act human. Actually, instead of an image, I could probably make this a container with a text block. Yeah, I should do that. Container. You go here, inside the container will be text. Don't need you. So I'll actually get rid of you as well. So I'll copy it over afterwards. So all you're gonna have inside of you is the number 1. And this container is gonna be 60 by 60 and have borders of 10. Hey, Wolfwalker, what's up? Nice to see you again. Yeah, bro, like, who sleeps at 6? Yeah, I mean, I don't understand why his parents make him sleep so early. This is true. It's really quite odd, but what can you do? Brav is really going through it. Um, how am I going to make you centered? Flexbox. Flexbox, center. And now I need the color. Color, Satoshi, bold, and like 30. Is that big enough? Maybe 36. That's too big. I think I prefer it smaller. Yeah, 30. What builder are you using? Webflow. Hey, Anthony. I meant, what's your strategy to make prospects click the button to call to action? I have a video sales letter that I've prepared. I'm gonna put it at the front of my website. So I just recorded a video for it. What was your timeline before starting the agency? How'd you get experience in this industry? I've just been learning a lot about marketing for a long time. Read all sorts of books, like joined communities, talked to experts, just spent a lot of time doing research and improving my skills. I also got a lot of experience just building everything from scratch for myself to begin with, as you could imagine, because you kind of have to do everything yourself. So I got good at email marketing. I got good at Facebook ads. Got good at building offers and stuff like that. But man, no offense. I'm only here for Balor. Genuinely, no offense or anything. Nice advice and all, but the stream is genuinely boring. Yeah, no, it's all good, man. It's not for you. It's not gonna be for everybody's taste, you know. Maybe you'll find it more interesting when you're older. Maybe one day you're gonna get older, like 20, 22-ish, and you're gonna remember me and you're gonna be in the mood for building a business, and I'm gonna have succeeded, and you're gonna come back to these videos. That might happen. Is your chair uncomfortable? It's all right. Are you asking because I keep like bringing myself up? It's because I'm kind of leaning back to it and I keep sliding off the chair. So I just bring myself back up. But my chair is pretty comfortable. It's a, what was it called again? Steel Case Leap version 2. It's just because my ass keeps sliding off because I can't sit still. All right, now we need gradient for you. So let me just use the same colors for now. Actually, yeah, that's fine. Okay. Gradient, give image, gradient, U, there's that. Nice. I forgot to add padding for it too, but it looks like it doesn't really need it because it's the flex box. But maybe I should add it anyway. Padding 14, 14, 14, 14. Might not even do anything, but maybe it will make it a more accurate size. Anyway, now I can... No, actually, this container I want to be less wide. Like 800, 700, 500, not 1400, 500, 300, 250. Yeah, something like that. Okay. So there's that. Now you guys need gaps between each other. I'm just going to add it to this one. You're going to be CC1 and you're going to have margin of 20 on either side. There we go. Maybe I could have a little bit more of a margin. because they're kind of small. Could make the image bigger. Could do that. Maybe do like 80. That's too big. Maybe 64. 72. Maybe that's okay. Want to know something? Balor the Dummy actually role plays as a priest in Roblox. He told me about that. Hurler wedding priest. He won't be doing that now because he doesn't have a girlfriend anymore, huh? What's this website for? It's for selling my service. Do you think market with low currency exchange worth working on? Like, could you elaborate a little bit on that? Oh, whoops. Is that correct? I'll give me a second. In your industry, do you think targeting low currency exchange markets is worth it? Well, my current client right now is from Nigeria. I mean, it really depends. Like, I don't think it's suitable in all cases. I think if you can, like, I don't know how to say, like, it really depends. I would prefer to work with people that are European because I live in Europe. And obviously, the currency exchange is important for me. So, I don't know. Personally, I probably wouldn't if you have the option. Hello, everyone. Is news couples chapter. You promised to stay by groom's side. Bruv, you don't have to rub it in for him. Hey, man, what you building? We're doing our website, building a digital marketing agency. What was that? Is this to sell my service? These Sonic rings show you promise. The role I've been given, I say, like, is that his script or something? Why do you know it? I guess you kind of secretly like it too then, huh? Are you improving in your chess? I hope so. Can't be slacking now since you're going up against 1800s. I think the 72 is a bit big, to be honest. Um, yeah, maybe I'll just bring it back down to 60. That looks too retarded. Maybe like 66. Yeah, let's go with that. You look like you have a different distance from you to you. Why is that? That's odd. Why is that? Oh. Oh, it's just the text fill at the top thing issue again. Fuck's sake. You should probably have a smaller margin regardless. Yeah. Hey, Meko. Hi. How you doing? You're back now. Oh, you are back now. I'll read your messages afterwards, sorry. Unless you want to talk now about something. How are you? What were you doing? You shared it with me, but I think he probably means oh. Yes. Stream going pretty well. It's alright, yeah. We have a good amount of people on here. It's good. Always nice to meet new faces. You know the deal. Okay, but now I still have this same problem, which I was going to have earlier if I made this with a grid. I didn't want to make it with a grid because I wanted to put... let me show you. I want it to look like this. I want to put these little, you know, markers here. but I don't remember how to do that. I think it is something like there's like some offset thing. I think you have to change position to like relative or something and then change the offset of it. That's super weird. I use only WordPress, but I know what app this is. This is Webflow. I don't like WordPress. It's Webflow. Let me give these guys a bit more space. 230. Oh, whoops. Nice. I fill in the text as well. Take the calls. Show up. Oh. Show up for the calls we book for you. Maintain ad budget. The recommended advertising. Okay, now I see that I'm actually having problems with this because it's not in a grid. Or actually, maybe the issue is that you are not at 100% width. That's probably it. Yes. Okay. But now the margin doesn't make any sense. Where'd you go? You. I like my suffering bulky and traditional, so I'll stick with HTML5. It's always hard to move on to new platforms. It's always a pain. Yeah, I know what that's like. Yeah, so this doesn't make much sense anymore. Well, actually, I guess the spacing looks fine now that I look at it. I think that's okay. And now it shouldn't be an issue if I compress it. Yes. How to spell? Spell what? Webflow. Yes. Hey, dude, gotta eat. Bye. See ya. Hope you have a good dinner or lunch or whatever you're having. Okay, how do I add these little gradient fuckos? Probably start by... Okay, you're there. I want to add maybe a container. You're the full thing. Okay, container in you. You go above. This is going to be super weird. Just use shape and you can scale and color gradient anything you want. What do you mean shape? There's no such thing. I'm thinking of how I'm going to position it as the problem because everything is always in squares. I think it has to do with the relativity. But anyway, width is going to be something like 200. And height is going to be 1 pixel. And I'm going to need 2 of these. Maybe I should put them in one container. You know what? I think I have an idea of how to do this. Give me a second container. You're going to go in you. And I'm going to have 2 of them. And you're going to be a flex box that is centered and left aligned. You are going to have... You need space in between. Maybe I should make them as a grid. Then I could put in the gap myself. But I could also just use combo classes. I'm going to do this the lazy way. Give you a margin of about 100. Okay, that's not enough. Give you a margin of 160. Do you see what I'm doing? What I'm getting at with this? I hope it makes sense. Do you see how they're starting to position themselves? And I'll just have to bring them down. Okay, so that's that. You should not have a max width. None for you. None for you. 200 pixels is too big. So maybe 160. That is still too big. 140. Okay. That's looking a little better. You're going to be 100% and not have this. Okay, you're wrong now again. So the margin needs to reduce significantly. Okay. I need to add padding to this then. 40. 40. Not enough. 80. 80. Not enough. And 20. 20. We're getting there. Maybe make you 160. Make you 140. Oops. Almost there. Maybe 160. I hope this idea is even going to work. But it's not going to be centered perfectly, which is going to piss me off. So I'm just going to have to make it good enough. Okay, that looks centered-ish. What do you think of VR Mall with advertisements? What? That's a thing? Really? That's interesting. I wonder if that would work. I guess it depends on the users. That's kind of a funny idea. Yeah. That's going to be, I think the VR is going to be the future of advertising. Like all of us that are doing Facebook ads, we're going to go obsolete once VR gets to the stage where it's mass adopted. Most people are going to spend the majority of their time in VR or wearing some kind of glasses instead of phones. And you're going to have ads inside of the glasses. It's either going to be artificial reality or virtual reality. I really think that that's coming. And I think it's probably going to come within the next 20 years. We'll be on it. We're collaborating with these guys soon. Hey, need a thumbnail designer for your channel. What's the best way to contact you? I don't have any money, bruv. Sorry. Where'd you build your first website? Wix. But I don't recommend it. No, it's not a thing. I made it up. I was doing drinking and knowing thing. Oh. Oh, you're the blacksmith guy. Right. All right. Okay, so now let's see if this worked. Let me give these guys... I need to set a gradient background with hue. And then let's do like a gold kind of color. Somewhere here. And then set another color, which is going to be kind of red-ish. And set another color, which is going to be purple. And then you're going to be rotated. Nice, nice. That kind of looks like what I want. You're too thin, though. So I'll give you 2 pixels. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, and now for the magic to happen, if the magic will happen, I really hope the magic is going to happen. Otherwise, I'll be very sad. We change this to relative and start dragging it down. There you go. Beautiful. It worked. Nice. Perfect. All right. It might be a little off center, but it looks good enough to me. It looks pretty much how I wanted it to. Cool. Wrap your box in flex container, put it horizontal. I mean, this works. It is. I think it is. I mean, this whole section is anyway. I don't know how I would add these, like, other than doing it like this. Because it is in a container and it's already in a flex box, like this whole section. See, flex box centered. Yeah, this worked. I'm okay with that. Nice. So now we just need the call to action, and we'll be done our guarantee section. This looks pretty nice. I'm not 100% sure on this box. Could probably make this look a bit better, but this section looks really good. This section looks really good. Did you try Odoo? I don't know what that is. What's Odoo? Okay, now I need another text. Probably a little bigger than this, but actually, I'll just do it myself. Where are you? All this shit is starting to open. Close. Stop it. you're you. Okay, so you have to come after you. So guarantee section. Another. Do I even need a container? I just put a text block. Well, I should probably have everything in a container. Good habits. You know? Margin will be 20 like usual, or maybe 40 because of this gap. Is this actually looks like 60? Yeah, it's actually 60. Okay, it is 60. Now inside container, we will go text. Oops, text, text. There we go. Centered, flex box, centered, down. Color. What size do I want you? A little bigger than this. What size is this? 28. So you're going to be like 32. And then 42 or 42. Okay. Ready to put us to the test. You're going to be bold and Satoshi. And I also want to make sure that you have a max width of 1200 and you have 100% width. And you're going to have, you can have 100% width, that's fine. 100%, yep. Website builder and CRM system plus other services, somehow similar to Webflow. Oh, I haven't heard of it. News to me. All right, now we need another text block under that. Our ext block. And same thing. I know I could use combo classes, but I really don't want to. You be centered. Give me this. You probably like 22, 32. And then you become 70 opacity. Okay, and then margin of like 5. Join over 1,000 is, oh, this is fake. I'll have to change all of this text, so don't worry about it. Visit your website, your copy is great. Thank you. I put a lot of effort into it, but we're actually gonna improve it. Like I'm writing here, this is like horrendous copy. Don't think that this is my skill level. This is all ChatGPT garbage. I'm gonna change all of it. I'm just putting it in to see how the section will look. So, yes. Text block, let's do like 60% then. Okay, never mind. I'll do you at 60. Why is that even happening? Why is that happening? I thought you were a flex box. What happened? Down. Okay. You're a... I messed up. I set the wrong thing to be the flex box. 60 pixels, no 60%, bro. That's okay. This text looks too big for me. I'll do 18. And margin 10. Yeah, that's better. And you should be Satoshi, normal. Okay, good. And now call to action. Bad. Just don't judge me on this copy. This is not mine. The one on my website right now is mine. Maybe actually I might put this at 50. I don't even need to do anything with this one, but I just kind of like to keep them consistent. So they wrap it around the same place. Okay. Now inside this container, I need my call to action. So I could probably just copy it from here. Give me the whole container. There we go. This margin is weird. I've set the margin on the wrong thing. I should set it on the container. Whatever. Um, mistakes happen. You live and you learn. This call to action also looks like a little big for the text, so maybe I should actually increase the size of the text. Like 20, 30, maybe. And that looks a little better. Maybe I will go with 30, 22, 32, and then change this back to 60. Yeah. Okay. There's our CTA. You're the correct distance, I believe. Yep, 60. Maybe I should add another one of these since this has it. Oh, it might be too many. That's fine. Now I have these little things underneath. No setup fees, no long contracts, guaranteed results. Do I want to add that? I guess I might as well. Why not? I'm going to change this table too. I don't really like it. I'm going to replace it with something like this. I think this will look more sleek when it's finished. Easier to understand. It'll also stack better. Because right now the stacking on this is a little ugly. Looks kind of like this. So don't like that. Who are us? I don't know who are us, brother. I am me and you are you. Us, probably nothing. Because I don't know you. How many hours do you work? Too many, bro. Like 11 to 12 a day, at least. Including this. Oh, I've already been going for 2 hours. Nice. Okay. I need to add a new container now. Let me close all this shit. This is getting confusing. Okay. Need another container. Underneath it. Now, inside the container, I need 3 text blocks. I'll start with 1. And I need another container. Because I need to group 2 things in it. Okay. This container is going to be 100% width. 1200. This container is going to be, let me think through the logic of it. I'll have 1, 2, 3. They're going to be equally spaced by the container, and then I'll reduce the width. So inside this, I'm going to have another container and a text block. Having an imagination is so helpful. Other animals probably suck because they don't have imagination. They can't imagine shit like we can. This is like a cheat code. I can just imagine what I want shit to look like in my head. Okay, you're gonna have to be a flex box that is centered. You're gonna have to be also a flex box that is centered. And you're gonna be left aligned as well. And then you are gonna be very small, like 10 pixels. Yes. Also make you 1200 like usual. And 100%. Actually, not 100%. Okay. That's fine. This text will say no setup fees. You're going to be like this, and you're going to be 70 opacity. You're going to be Satoshi and normal. And that's probably a good size, but maybe I'll do 16 instead. It takes too much away from it. I'll do 14, 24. And then this container is going to have 100% borders, and its background is going to be green. I want it bright enough, but not too bright. There we go. And then the text block is going to have a little margin of maybe like 5. Maybe 10. Let's do 10. There. Beautiful. This is actually a little big, funny enough. So I'll do like 8 pixels. Something like that. Nice. Okay, cool. I hate that it's not aligned because the text is weird. Maybe it's because of the height. Let me take a look. There's the full container. You look fresh today. Thanks. Okay. Container. And then you should have a max width. And you should have a max height as well. And yeah, no max width is fine. Maybe I'll just give this like a little bit of margin just to offset that weird text bullshit. Just because it'll make it more centered. I think that, does that look okay? I think it's fine. Okay. Anyway, now I just duplicate you. So you're going to be no long-term contracts. You're going to say guaranteed results. And all of you are going to become squishy. There. And maybe a little bit of margin on you. You are the one that's giving the margin, and you should be 30. Maybe I should make them closer to the button. Make the margin here bigger. I don't know, but this is fine for now. It'll do. Let me make this a little bit of a darker green. Why does it look like it's got like weird funky bullshit on it? Okay, it doesn't. I think it's just looks weird because they're very small. Anyway. Hey there, jealous dev. Holy shit, my nickname is Dev. You're jealous dev, so you're like anti-me. What kind of website is this? It's for my service for a digital marketing agency. We can't hear the music at all. I think it's a skill issue because I play like, let me bring it up then. How's this? Because some people complain that it's too loud and some people complain that it's too quiet. Right now, it's not playing anyway because it was on a break. Is this too loud now though? Let me bring it to here. Let me know how this is. Do you design and build the websites yourself? That is exactly what I am doing right now, this moment, as we speak, brother. Yes. This is all my work. We have done all this on stream. Okay, that's all good. I need to learn how to use REMs so I could save myself some work with optimizing for different screen sizes. Still can't hear anything. How? Bro, I was in here adjusting with somebody before, and they were saying, when I put it up here, they were saying it's too loud. I genuinely think I can't hear the music in between pauses either. How's this? I increased it. Can you hear now? Sometimes the music is a bit louder as well. The dynamics change a little bit. So that might be why as well, because it's on a bit of a quieter section right now. What's it called? Section? Actually, no, I'd rather copy sections because they have some important formatting I need. Okay, so we're gonna use you. How many days did it take you to learn basics of Webflow? Because I think it's slightly harder than WordPress. Really? I tried WordPress. You still can't hear. Should I still make it louder? How many days? Yeah, how many days did it take me to learn the basics? Like 2? I learned pretty much everything I know here in probably about 2 days of work. No, I don't think it's ever playing. Okay, I'll bring it up more. How is it now? Literally hearing your music. Okay. I'm bringing it up. Let me know how it is now. Because it's meant to be just very subtle in the background. But again, this is a quiet part. So let me know how it is now. Let me hide this. Don't want this anymore. Don't want this anymore. And you get pushed here. I'm a saver. I really like to save everything that I use all the time. So I just bring all the sections that I used to have down to the bottom. How's music now? Is it okay? Is it mixed well? Can you hear? Okay. Here's this. It is not connected, I think. What's not connected? Hey, I had... not much. Just building a website. What about you? I literally think it's not even picking up the music audio. It is. I can see it in the audio mixer. Unless maybe the audio mixer for the vertical stream is different. But that would be really weird. Because I don't think it is. I think they have the same audio mixer. Maybe it's my properties. Maybe I'm not bringing it to the correct track. Even when you turn up, I hear nothing audible. Can you check on the horizontal stream? Could you do me a favor, see the horizontal stream and see if it's picking it up? Maybe it's because I'm not sending it to the correct track because I have it to not set to like VOD tracks. Maybe that's the issue. It doesn't work on the horizontal either? Is that what you're trying to say? That's annoying if that's the case. I've just been playing this music for so long for no reason. Thing is, I can't really fuck with the settings while I'm streaming, I think. Or can I? Why does it say desktop audio disabled? Oh, that's a global audio device. No audio. Okay. Fuck. Man, I wish I knew. Okay. Shit. Okay. Audio track. You know what? It's because of the VOD. Yeah. I think it's a VOD issue. If I select this track, it's probably going to start playing. How is it now? Is there music now? I don't know if these settings are going to update while I'm streaming. Okay, now it's playing. God damn it. Now it's playing. Okay, it was because I was trying to fuck with the settings of stream to make it so that the music doesn't export to the VOD. And I guess because I switched off the music from the main track and it's exporting the main track without the audio doesn't play either. Which is really annoying. I'm gonna have to overcome that. How's the music now in terms of like mix? Does it sound fine? It's not loud. Should I make it louder? Because it like I want it to be subtle, but you know, if it's not loud enough, let me know. I've been listening to it this whole fucking time for like the last 3 streams or something, and nobody has said anything about it. Bring it down a third volume just a touch. How's this? Is that okay? Yeah, well, we live and learn. Thank you. I really appreciate you telling me. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. I've reduced it now, Ella Beck. Is it good now? It's always a pain mixing this stuff because what I hear is different from what everybody else hears. All right, nice. You can see all this relaxing music I've been listening to for a very long time that nobody else has heard. Why would you want to work oh shit, with us? I should probably make it all capital because all the rest are capital. You want to work with us, and I need to make this a bit smaller, I think. I'm probably gonna have to make this a combo class. Or just give it its own text. Just, you know, fuck this container. I'll do it from scratch. I don't want to mess anything else up. Text. %. 1200. That's fine. Good, now it sounds like we're on a small adventure. Yeah, it really does. You missed some of the good parts, though. Maybe, you know, this playlist doesn't have all of the tracks, like the really intense tracks. Maybe I should play one of the intense tracks. Make it feel a bit more real. Anyway, center that text. Give that bad boy a Satoshi. Maybe I should copy this text at least. Give me this. Paste in here. Get rid of you. And then you're going to be CC4. Because I'm going to change you a little bit. Yeah, you fuck off. You shouldn't have any margin. I don't like the text is on the text block instead of the container. There's a lot of fucked up things about this thing. Just don't worry about it. But why would you want to work with? Why would you want to work with text gradient with? Oh, I should do with us. You want to work with us, and this container is going to be like 60. Yeah, that's probably fine. Okay. Why does this not have padding at the bottom? Weird. Okay. 80. Play Witcher 3 music is peak. I don't think I can without copyright issues. The reason I'm playing this is because I know that it's fine for copyright stuff. I need to figure out how to export audio to VODs differently from streams, because the streams are small enough so it doesn't matter, because the YouTube and Twitch algorithms don't seem to pick up on it for now while you're streaming. Like, I've seen a lot of big streamers get away with using copyrighted music and stuff. But yeah, that's why. Okay, why would you want to work with us? We need a new container now. Maybe grid, actually. Grid. Do a grid. Do 1 row, 2 volumes. And is that gonna? Yeah, I'll need a container too. Or maybe another grid. How's that gonna? No. Grid is fine. Grid is fine. Inside the grid, I will need a container. Okay, inside grid is container. Inside that container will be text block plus another container. Text plus another container. Bam, bam. Inside container will be list or many text blocks. I'll probably just use many text blocks. And then the text blocks need their own container. So container, box, container, image, text box. Image and text. That should be all we need. It's already 2 hours. You rounding up? No, it's been 2 hours. 2 hours 14. I'm streaming for. That's what it says. Well, you also can't believe that it's been so long? 30. I want the grid to be Max width 1200 pixels, 100. And I want a margin of 20 at least. Okay, so this text is gonna say other agencies. Voice break. This container is gonna be a flex box that is centered and downwards. It's also gonna be max width 1200 and pixels 100%. Okay, next is you. You're gonna be 100% as well. You're gonna be text size 2232, maybe bigger. 26, 36. Still looks too small. What do I use for here? 32. Okay, let's go with that. 32, 42. This container is going to be a flex box that is downwards as well. And so is this, I think. Okay, now you are going to have a background of 141516. Why is it not showing up? Oh, that's the text. 4, 1, 5, and 6. You're gonna have a padding of 20, 20, 20, 20. Then you're gonna have border width of probably 15. That's what I'm using on the rest, I think. Yeah. So, and then you're gonna have a border as well that is gray. I think it's CO. And maybe a little bit lower opacity. Maybe do 30. Okay, we're getting there. This is too dark. You need to be white with low opacity. I don't know how low. Fuck, you need to be outside. You need to be outside of this container. You need to be in grid. Fuck. I think I made it... no, I just made the wrong container, the color. Yeah, you're not the one that you need to be... You need to be here. Yes. So let me grab all this again. CO at 30. That's correct. You're 15, 1, 1. CO at 30. And you're gonna not have a background. You're gonna be transparent. Get rid of you. And you don't have borders. And you don't have a color. Yes. Okay. My mistake. And you should actually also not have padding then. Bro, I want to join your journey. You're welcome to join my journey by watching. I really, I appreciate you being here. Dora Laurier. Sorry if I butchered your name. Unless you want to help out as well. I have some people from the streams who are actually helping me out for free, and it's very sweet. Okay, you have that. You're the main container. Yes, now you have that. You need to be 100%. 1, 2. Okay. That's fine. You're gonna have the padding. It's all good. What is this image for again? Oh, yeah. I remember. Container. You need to be flex grid sideways. This text needs to have a margin of 10. And it needs to be... This looks too dark. I'm going to increase it to 60. I need your color. It's kind of fun working on the websites. Wish I could just do this instead all the time. I enjoy it. Medium. Maybe normal. Oops. There. Image is going to be 10 or 20 maybe. This text is going to be 1828. 20 might be too small. We'll see. I'm going to need to get an X. Okay. So, your text is going to be pricing hidden to extort you. Hey, Rishabh, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Nice to have you here. Let's go back to Lucid and get an X. Download SVG. Notepad. What color do I want this to be? Probably the same color as the other one. As this. Grab you. Fill that in. And then image. Place. Import. X. Select. Then... Can I change opacity of images? I don't think I've ever tried that before. What's this code editor? What do you mean code editor? Like the notepad I pull up? Is that what you mean? Or this? This is Webflow. It should be 100%. Width will be a percentage, also 100%. And 1200. Okay, now this image needs to be... Opacity needs to be reduced. Background, clipping, borders, effects. Oh, here's opacity. Yes, you'll also be 60. There. Now they're the same. This looks a little small, actually. I'll increase the size of it. 24. That looks more right. I need to give it a little bit of padding so it matches the... Or a little bit of margin so it matches the same. Is it margin or is it padding? Maybe I should do padding. So it matches the text because the text is a bit wonky. You see how there's space at the top of the text? Don't know why that's like that, but can't do much about it. Reduce that to 5. Yeah, that looks better. Still doesn't look fully centered, but that's good enough, I think. Okay, there's that. So now we just... Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Paste. Actually, delete. You need to be a combo class and have a margin of 10 or 5 maybe. Yeah. And now I can paste. Setup takes 3 to 6 weeks minimum. I'm now realizing a problem, which is these aren't going to be aligned, so they're going to have to be left aligned. Reason for creating this landing page or layout. I built a wireframe of what I wanted it to look like in Canva. So I'm not like coming up with all of this from the top of my head. Yeah, I can show you what I'm looking at. Here. I made it in Canva. Just like I had some ideas. I used Canva AI, did some research, and came up with the designs I want to use. So now I'm just building it. Confusing, tech, headache. Speaking of headache, my head is starting to hurt from these headphones. And Looking left to you. No follow up system. Oh, actually, I forgot to put my donation alert thing back up. Oops. Or no, it's there on the vertical stream. I didn't put it on the horizontal. Whatever. I was recording earlier, so I have to remove it. Name of the software. This is Webflow. No guarantee. I need one more. Slow replies and poor communication. Yeah. They keep everything. Yes. So now we need to fix our problem, which is that these are not left aligned because they're in a centered flex box. I need to make them be inside of a left aligned flex box with width for. Hold on. Why is that not working? Huh? Oh, because. No. Huh. That's interesting. Because of you? Ah, because of you. And you be in the center with 60%. Okay, this is also a problem. Because I want you to be 100%. But I want the text inside to be 60. But now this is too big. Yeah, because that looks kind of ugly. Huh. Maybe the gap is not big enough in the grid. I don't think I can make a big enough gap, to be honest. I think this just needs to be bigger text. That's the only way I could think of filling up the space. 22 maybe. And then 32. And make you 80%. That's a little better. But still maybe 90%. But now the margins are all fucked up. Now, sorry, the padding. So the padding needs to be bigger. But that's going to be too much padding, I think. It also doesn't look as good as 80%. Ah. Why? You be left aligned. For what? Grid? 2 columns, 1 row. Huh? Do you not fit? What the hell? That doesn't make sense. You need to be left aligned. But then this happens. What is happening? Oh, wait. I duplicated the wrong container. Yeah. Alright. Problem solved. Crisis averted. Oil up. Fuck off. I'm already pretty goddamn oily because it's so hot in here. 80? I think I just need a really big gap. I think that's the only way I can make it look presentable. 120, 140. Make it a bit taller too by increasing the... Oh, did the music stop? Yes. By increasing the height of the container by increasing perhaps the margin between the text. That's closer. Still funky. Maybe I should just come up with different copy to fit it better. That might be what I have to do, because this gap is way too fucking big. I think like 80 is the biggest gap I can have. Even that looks kind of shit. That's weird. Why is that happening? Because they're at 60%, 80%. Yes. You need to be 100% then, and I need to figure this out with padding. Give back to 40. Yeah, this just looks kind of... I mean, it's okay. I wish this space was more filled in, though. Hey, Tailpo, I'm using Webflow. It's okay, but I think I need to expand the text. But looks fine, I guess. That's my logo is gonna go here. And then this is gonna be full transparency. Oh, whoops. You guys are gonna have to be CC1. Haha, I said a funny thing in a different language. CC. CC1. Oh, what? Oh, that's wrong. CC1. Oh, it's getting so hot in here again. Might need to turn on the AC again. What time is it? We're almost done with the stream anyway. It's all good. PC1. PC1. Now, full transparency. Same with you, even though I'm going to replace you later. I'll replace it with my logo later. And this needs to become also CC1. And I'm gonna have to get a check. Oh, we will have built 2 sections today. I'll probably finish up then as soon as I'm finished with this. Made some good progress. I don't think there was a lot of dead air, so that's good. Okay, Lucide, check. This check mark, download SVG, open, no, not properties. Open with notepad, give text to me, color, bam. Oh wait, color I want to be gold. Never mind. Color will be you. New, save, image, place, import, check. There we go. I just have to do for each of these, and also give you full opacity. Looking good, bruv. Looking good. Kind of fun building these. Maybe I should just do web design as a service instead. I prefer to do this. I could learn how to use it properly, become an expert at it. I'd have a more fun time doing it because running ads seems kind of shitty. There we go. And that's just gonna be my logo. Nice. That looks good. I like that. Anything else I'm missing? I guess the logo. I could just do the logo. But I don't have my updated logo yet. I'll just put the old one for now. Is it an image block that I'm using for this? Yes. That makes sense, I guess. Alright. Add elements. Image. Up here. Get rid of you. Image is gonna be same as you. What's your class? Logo. Simple enough. Okay, leave. Image is gonna be logo. Just thinking if is they charge money. They do charge money if you want to connect your domain, but you can do it without that. There. This is my old logo though, so oops. Sorry if I ruptured anybody's eardrums with that. Text block, height, set to 100%. So I could set you to 100% as well. Now they're the same. What if I do 200 pixels? Okay. I'm gonna have an updated logo, so I'm gonna change this because the text is really small. I'm in the process of redesigning my logo. It's gonna look like this instead. So it'll fit better. But anyway, that's just temporary for there. I'm gonna change it afterwards. Anyway, made some good progress today. That's that. Okay, this is actually kind of repetitive now. Shit. I might have to move this "Why would you work with us" section higher. Or change this section, because this looks really shitty now, because there's too many blocks. I also don't like how big this text is. I'll see. I'm going to work on the design a little bit, see if I can come up with something better that makes it look nicer. I think I just need to fill in the text more, and that's going to make it better. Anyway, though, I think we did some good work today. I'm going to call it a day. Unless anybody has any further remarks or questions to ask or something like that. So I'll wait a second, because I know the stream is a bit behind. Close everything out. Nice. Got some good stuff done. I wait like 5 more seconds. Man, I'm hungry. I've been eating really little last few days. A lot of stress. Because like I get hungry and then I start eating, and then like 5 minutes later I'm like, I don't want to eat. I'm the opposite of a stress eater. I'm a stress starver. Hey, Metal Clone, we're just finishing up here. Anyway, it looks like nobody's got anything else to say, so I'm gonna call it a day. Baba boy. Yeah. Alright, Baba booey. Hey, Rajesh, you joined at a bad time, brother. We're leaving now. Just finished everything. Anyway, thank you everybody so much for watching. Really appreciate all of you being here. For anybody who's still here, I have a Discord if you guys want to join. We have a nice little community there, like 30 members or something. Let me grab the link. Invite, copy. I'll send you guys the link. Holy shit, we got like 30 subs on this stream. Nice. Welcome everybody who's new. Appreciate the support. Here's the Discord link for anybody who wants to pop in and say hello. But yeah, did some good work today. Finishing up now. I don't know how much more we're gonna do on building the website. I think I'm gonna do some of it off stream, unless people like that I'm doing it on stream. Maybe then I will. But otherwise, I'll probably finish it off stream. Hey, Skillsider, what's up? We're just finishing up here, so sorry. But I know what you're doing new on stream. Okay, normally, so I build my business. I show some of the behind the scenes of building my business live. So I'm building a digital marketing agency. We run Facebook ads for service businesses and include sales funnels. So we build them the websites as well. And we do an email nurture system for them too. So I just show the behind the scenes. Like we built the website today. We were building our own website because my previous one is like, it's good, but it could be better. So I redesigned it on one of the streams earlier and now we're actually implementing it, building it using Webflow. Don't know what we're going to do tomorrow. I don't really have a structure. Like I want to improve the quality of the streams by having a structure, but I have so little time and I'm trying to juggle so many things. It just gets really hard. On a clipping agency, any tips on getting more clients? Just do a lot of outreach, bruv. I saw some, if you're good and if you have a lot of like social proof, if you haven't started like your own personal brand, obviously you should, because if you do clips, you could have your own social proof that way. You don't even need clients. So I'm assuming you're already doing that. If not, you really should. Other than that, I really don't know. Like you could reach out to influencers on Instagram that do clips already and DM them on Instagram. That would probably be good for you. I'm not sure if emails would work too well for influencers because I don't know how easy it is to find their emails. But if it's easy, you could do emails as well, do a cold outreach system. You could do ads. Ads would probably work best. I've seen recently a bunch of ads from clippers and just social media content creators in general. Like the people who make social media content for other people. I've seen a lot of ads on that recently, and they seem to be doing very well. So you could do some competitor research, see if you could run some ads. Don't know where you're from, so I can't recommend you an ad budget. But yeah, could do that. Ads are the easiest way to get clients if you know how to run a good ad, because you don't bother people. Outreach really sucks. Influencers, e-com, brands, and SaaS are my clients. Niche WAP clipping agency. We manage thousands of clippers clipping content for our clients. You manage thousands of clippers? What do you need more clients for then? If you have thousands of people you manage already, I mean, unless you mean like through WAP, because then they're not like direct employees. I'm not 100% sure I'm following. If you have that much, like that many workers, I imagine you have the money to run ads. So you did it. Forget everything else I said. Run ads. Sorry, I just don't understand what you mean by you're saying you have thousands of clippers. To me, that sounds like they're employees, like they're working for you. Like, what do you mean? If that's the case, then I'm guessing you have a lot of money, and if you need more clients, run ads. I've seen social media manager ads. So what do you mean that you manage thousands of clippers? What else could that mean? I know what WAP is, but how are you managing the people on WAP? Do you mean that they're just in your community in WAP? And you're having them do the clipping for you? I'm just struggling to imagine how it works. I don't really use WAP. I know, like, basics of how it works. I set up an account there immediately after it came out, just so I have one there. Create a campaign on WAP clippers. Are attracted, set a certain budget per 1,000 views and clippers start clipping. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, that makes more sense. I mean, saying you manage thousands of clippers is a little disingenuous, I think. That's like being the founder of a small company or like self-employed, calling yourself a CEO. I wouldn't say you're managing thousands of clippers. Even if you review, I don't think that's really the same, but okay, whatever floats your boat. You want more clients? Use approve them, teach them, and manage the chat. All right. So you want more clients? What's your, really managing level? You got mods, chat support. Okay, so are they part of your community, or is it just like, I don't really understand. Do you have your own WoP community, which all of these people are part of? How many clients are you getting per month right now? And what's your income? And margins. Net profit margin. That's the only one I really care about. Create a separate WoP community for each client who's currently running. Okay. But then how are you... I still don't understand. How do you manage... What do you mean that there's chats? Like, do you have your own community where you manage the clippers? Or do you mean it's like the global community for managing clippers? I don't know the platform, like, super well, so I'm just, like, really curious. What's your current revenue per month and your net profit? Uh-huh. Okay. $7,000 revenue, 6,400 profit. Okay. Yeah, run ads. You should really run ads. You have the budget for it. I'm sure you could make it work. If you need help with running ads, like, that's what I do. If that interests you, feel free to join the Discord. You could ask some questions. I could give you some tips, or if you'd like, maybe we could have a conversation, see if there's anything that, we could come to some kind of agreement or something, arrangement. Being a Pakistani is totally top shit. I can get people for cheap. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, you could. It's kind of hard. It's like hit or miss, though, if they're going to be any good or not. But yeah, this is true. Yeah, just get someone to run your ads then. Sorry, I need to blow my nose. Yeah, just run ads. Or get someone to do it if you don't know how to do it for you. If you don't know how to do it yourself. I just wouldn't even bother with cold outreach because you have such a good budget. You need to build some personal branding stuff, need some stuff, then run ads. You have the budget to run ads now. You know how to run ads. Okay, yeah, that's fine then. Yeah. I mean, it sounds like you know what you're doing then. If you're asking how to get more clients, do you just need affirmation? Because if so, then yes. Run ads and keep improving your personal branding and you're gonna grow. Other than that, just making sure you have a really solid offer with a good guarantee, and you're golden. You're good to go. Not much else I could really add to that. Don't have any other context. Yeah, literally, it's my third agency. Last two, I left them for a new opportunity. Why? I never understood the whole bouncing around thing, because if you had just dedicated all your time to something you've already been doing for a while, don't you think you would just scale that much faster than constantly hopping between things? I think that's a mistake a lot of people make. Because the grass is not always, greener on the other side. Hopping from one thing to another doesn't instantly mean it's going to be either easier or make more money. Usually it just sets back your progress. What was the thought process behind that? AI automation agency wasn't scaling. It's too early in the market. Yeah, I had the same problem. I started with AI automation in 23. which was still a bit early. Like there were early adopters, but it was still a small market and people were not like super trusting of ads. I didn't try to sell though. Like I switched to marketing just because I thought it'd be easier. And the most money I made was from my short form content agency, the second one, but the gold rush was over. I don't think so. I think like, I don't really believe in that. I think that if you have an established business, you should just keep going with it. I think that you're like, maybe it's working out for you for now, but if you ever want something that scales really fast and does really well consistently, you got to stick with one thing. Grow a brand around that and just keep expanding your service offerings. Like even what you're doing now, like you're saying you did a short form agency before, clipping is pretty similar. You could have just expanded that to be a second service of your main business instead of trying to close one down and start another. Because if you keep this kind of mentality throughout the future, you're always going to be in kind of hustle mode. You're never going to have like a solitary thing that you can rely on. And you're going to always get stuck scaling because of that. Doesn't apply to me because I've weaponized autism. How do you weaponize it? What do you do? I can't wear these headphones anymore. I'm dying. Oh, I'm so hot. Oh, my hair is getting a bit messy. Anyway, it's late. I gotta go. So, if nobody has anything else to say, I'm gonna jet because I am very hungry. I think with the short form agencies, my agency could be replaced by individual Pakistanis and Indians that are already working for my agency. They can work directly too for cheaper. You can't be replaced. You're not, just because somebody does it cheaper than you doesn't mean that you'll get replaced. That's an offer problem. Offer and positioning. If that was the case, why do things like Prada and Gucci and fucking Louis Vuitton, why do they still exist? Because you can get the same exact shit they sell for extremely cheap off of fucking like what's it called, like Wish or one of the other ones. So just because someone does it cheaper doesn't mean that you can be replaced. And I don't think that's a good mentality to have personally. Sound like a financial advice. I have a little bit of experience in accounting and not so much in finance, but auditing kind of gave me a little bit of exposure to. Didn't have a personal brand for that agency. That's why I could be easily replaced. You don't need a personal brand either if you have an established like business brand. You could establish a business brand instead of, it doesn't have to be a personal brand. But yeah, like I kind of get it. I'm not saying that you did anything wrong. I don't know anything about your life. You could have made the best decision for what position you were in. But I think that this is a mentality that you shouldn't keep long term. Because if you continue to do this, I bet that you can probably imagine that you would eventually fall apart or you would get stuck scaling. You wouldn't learn new lessons. You wouldn't know how to grow past a certain point if you just keep hopping from one thing to another. So I'm just like, you know, kind of spitballing ideas. Just maybe you know some of this stuff already, but I just don't think it's a good long-term mentality. Most of the clients had one main objection. They didn't trust me as I wasn't doing the same thing for myself, what I'm offering. Yeah, that's fair. That's totally fair. But you also could have just started a personal brand that way. And you could have had, you could always handle objections like that. Like, you could have easily just said, well, I don't want my face out there. That's just not what I'm interested in, you know? Pilots don't own their planes, usually. Commercial pilots, at least. They just drive them. You know, and there's a lot of instances where that's the same case. You could reframe that in a prospect's mind, explain to them why you wouldn't do it if that comes up as an objection. So I don't think that would be a problem if you just handle the objections correctly. Correct, yes. Like you met an objection that you couldn't overcome and just quit and moved on to something else. Anyway, look, feel free to join the Discord. Anybody that's still here, I'm gonna drop the link in again because I like having these conversations with people. It's cool to have people like that around. We're building a little community of people there. How's the outreach going? It's all right. Made a little bit more progress. We got another rejection today, and another rejection and an auto email. So it's all right. It's scaling up bit by bit. My emails are warming up. We'll be sending out more emails. So we'll see. Need to get more emails. And I've started personal branding to get into the new opportunity. This has a lot of potential, especially the most money I'll make, in my opinion, is from e-com brands. Okay, well, best of luck with that. I really hope it goes well. You know, thanks for sharing. Always interesting to hear different ideas. How many are you sending per day right now? I think we're up to 90. I'm waiting. I bought 10 more inboxes, and I'm waiting for them to warm up. So I'm gonna be sending a lot more, much faster. As imagine having thousands of Insta pages around one single product, creating UGC content, creating AI ads. Too much cheaper than ads too, by the way. Yeah, but I also don't have the budget to. How does that work? Because like you have to pay the clippers, right? I don't have the budget for that, so that's kind of my issue. I'm sure it's much cheaper than ads on like a grand scale, but it seems like hard to scale up. Anyway, like I'm doing my own thing already. I don't have time to switch, so I'm sure it works great. I'm glad it's working out for you. Anyway, let me see. How many emails are we sending? We're almost at maximum capacity. We're sending like 87? Yes. But we're going to be sending a lot more. We're using to send outreach. Instantly. I set up a cold email, like, automated system, which gets a bunch of emails for me of CEOs and, you know, gives me a list of them, and then I upload it to Instantly and send our campaigns. And also, Ashk, I took the suggestion. I reduced my amount of follow-ups to 2. I have one message, one follow-up that's like, oh, quick reminder, and then a second one which is like, hey, last message before I move out of your inbox. I think it's going to be better. I'm also going to be able to send emails faster because there's going to be less follow-ups to send. Anyway, no, I really have to go now. I keep getting sucked in. Anybody, just drop the Discord link for anybody who wants to join. Always nice to have new members. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We have 10 minutes for a quick call. It depends. I'm extremely hungry. Maybe not right now. Let me know what you want to talk about, and I'll see if my food can wait. Yeah, thanks for watching. See you guys tomorrow. I stream at 3 p.m. CEST every day, Central European Summer Time. And yeah, that's it. Thank you all for joining. Everybody who's new here, hello. And